The views and opinions expressed in this podcast episode are those of the host and guests and not their sponsoring institutions. Welcome back to the Crisscross Corner podcast. I'm your host, Chris Canty. We have Marcel Smith, Basil Lowe, and Walter Whitens, the great debaters on the show. If this is your first time listening, this is a Detroit-based podcast where we talk about any and everything. Nothing is off limits. But anyway, we're going to talk about these ABC Kids shows. Honorable mentions this week for ABC Kids shows. I have some of my favorite shows. Lilo and Stitch, the series, is coming on there. The Replacements.
Get the replacements.
The Replacement. Timo Supremo.
I remember being a kid and being like, wait, can you actually replace your parent like that? Mm-hmm. Is it really as simple as a phone call?
It's a thing, yeah. That's right.
Because I love my parents. There were a few times where I was like, I could, I would.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. Excuse me. Can I get a new mom?
Right.
NBA's Inside Stuff.
I don't remember what that was.
Inside Stuff. It was the basketball show.
No, like between
Ahmad Rashad. Come on, man. It was a show like at the end at like 12:30. After Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers.
Before you transition to the Michigan game at 1:00. Or the later days of ABC Kids when they were like, yeah, Power Rangers is up next at 12:00. And they were like, Big Noon Saturday on ABC. I'm like, what the fuck?
Big Noon on Saturday.
Michigan football? Where's Power Rangers at? Like right after Hannah Montana was Michigan football. I was like, man, I guess my Saturday morning's over. Had to go to Kids WB. Like, man, the worst.
I'm just really trying to remember because
it's Inside Stuff. How do you not remember Inside Stuff? You're the oldest person in here, and you don't remember Inside Stuff?
No, I'm trying to remember which one was which because in the early 2000s, you had Disney, you had Nickelodeon, you had Cartoon Network, all trying to do something around like basketball or sports and all that.
Inside I'm trying to remember Stuff with Ahmad Rashad as the host. Okay. Look it up on YouTube right now. You have a computer screen right there. You're in the day of age. You can fact check someone within seconds.
I'm just trying to think of what it looked like scene-wise, like background-wise.
The background, just the music. You can hear it. You can just see Inside Stuff. Be like, yeah, that background music was it. And of course, Emperor's New School was on there. Had to bring it up. They replaced David Spade. I was so mad.
Allegiant, day is the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I never saw Inside Stuff.
That's fair. I didn't really watch it either, though, so don't feel too bad.
Me neither. I didn't like basketball back then.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but it was a lit background music though. It was cool. All right. Number 10, Phil of the Future.
Phil of the Future.
That was okay.
That was amazing. That was like a modern version of 30 Rock from the Sun.
30 Rock from the Sun.
That's what
I guess, yeah, kind of, yeah.
That's what it was.
Not wrong on that one.
That does make sense.
It's basically all what it was. So, Phil of the Future, Phil, or what was it? Phil Dickey or something like that? I don't know what his name.
Something like that.
Phil Wiki, Phil Dickey. I don't know.
Diffie.
Annoying Diffie. The annoying caveman.
All I could think of from Phil the Future was Keely.
Oh yeah, Allie from Allie and AJ. They had like one song on Radio Disney.
I just remember having a little Christmas. That's all I remember.
Allie and AJ, man, that album was lit.
Allie and AJ had, I think they re-released that song a year or two ago.
Oh,
they did.
That's the only one they're known for. Yeah, we all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9, Even Stevens. Which was only on ABC Kids for 1 year. I didn't notice that back in the day.
Yeah, and it was only like the early episodes. It wasn't even the later episodes.
Right. I was like, yeah, these are new episodes. Then I went to my grandpa's house who actually had Disney Channel. I was like, wait a minute, Shia LaBeouf is way older in these episodes.
Yeah, because they only showed the pre-Even Stevens movie episodes.
Yeah, Even Stevens movie was lit. It was lit.
Yeah, it was.
I wouldn't say it was the best like TV movies from Disney Channel, but it was lit. We're gonna get to my favorite ones in a second. Number 8, we already talked about it. Fillmore was on there. Middle school, you know what I'm saying? Killing it. Safety Man, middle school, solving crimes and shit. Number 7 is The Proud Family.
Have you seen the new one or the revamp?
I've seen a few episodes. I'm not a fan.
I would say it is not.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, but I like it.
I'm just grown. I just grown out of I grown out of cartoons. So when I saw a new one, I was like, it's not the same.
And when you do want to watch the old ones, though, the old stuff.
I definitely watched the old ones. Yeah.
But I do like the theme song though.
Oh yeah, number 6, Lizzie McGuire.
All right.
One of my favorite shows growing up. I look at it now. I look back on it on Disney Plus, man. That show was so boring.
It was.
Like, why did I watch this?
The writing when you're older, it is such garbage.
It is like, wow. I ran to my TV to watch this on Saturday mornings.
I mean,
but the Lizzie McGuire movie, though, God tier.
No, it was.
God tier.
It was.
And the next thing you know, Hilary Duff's releasing CDs.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't that bad.
They weren't that bad. They were showing them on XM 2000s. I was like, oh yeah, the song that come out in 03. Oh shit.
Okay, I will have to admit one thing though, and it was just because of how much I had a huge crush on Hilary Duff and still do.
Oh, it's not even a crush no more. It's not even a crush no more.
Oh, but it's beautiful.
It's full-fledged like proposal.
Infatuation. Yeah.
No, that woman is beautiful. And she stayed out of trouble too.
Stayed out of trouble? Oh man, she was more fine than what's the Asian Cody Banks? Oh man.
But what I'm saying though is, anyway though, when she released her first album, my sister got it. And then after a while, I was like, okay, I'm going to just make it look like it went up missing. It's still in my CD case.
You just kept it in there on repeat.
Yeah.
That thing probably scratched up.
I took that and her first Paramore CD.
Her first Paramore CD.
Good Lord. Number 5, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
All right.
Yeah, we're getting into the God tier shows now, as you can see.
What do you think of Sweet Life on Deck?
Sweet Life on Deck can kiss my ass.
Okay.
I only like Zach and Cody for the memes. So basically anything with Mosley. That's it.
The whole show is funny. What are you talking about?
No. Do you want M or
Or
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Hey, but say
that
what you
episode
will.
was funny though.
I'm gonna say what you will. Everybody knows what a Prindle is.
The Prindle. What are you talking about? The Prindle. I was like, God damn, she's stupid as fuck.
No, I had to explain it. I had to explain a gear shift like that to somebody one day. I was like, yeah, so the gear shift, and they're like, a gear shift. I'm like, fucking Prindle.
The Prindle.
Like, oh, the Prindle. The Prindle.
I've never heard anyone say outside of that episode ever have to say the Prindle.
Some people do still say that, the Prindle. Like, man, that's messed up. I had a hard time ranking these cartoons, so I'm going to do my best to explain myself. I had to do it based on nostalgia and likability. So I rank these 1 and 2 and 1. So number 4 is Kim Possible. Okay. One of the best Disney animated shows of all time. And number 3 is Recess. Because I remember a lot more Recess episodes than Kim Possible episodes. But the Kim Possible episodes I remember are like fire.
I think for me, I remember more Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. Who was that? Christina Milian?
It was.
Yeah.
It actually was.
Kim Possible.
Call me, beat me if you want
to reach me.
I do remember
those ones was lit.
I did have that note, like that pager sound.
Doesn't matter when.
I had that as my notification sound for.
Oh, the Kim Possible.
Yeah, like back when you could go on like Zedge or whatever those websites, and you'd be like, text this sound to my cell phone and all that, and I'll download as an MP3.
See, that's what I do miss about having my old Android phone, was the fact that I could just download Zedge and download all of the extra shit I wanted.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
If you want to reach me, it's okay. Damn.
Call me, beat me. The Naked Mole Rat song? Come on now.
You know, I'm gonna see real quick.
That was one of the lit songs ever. The Kim Possible movie. All right.
Fair.
So wait, Kim Possible, Reese. Kim Possible and Reese says.
Let's say Rufus made him feel some kind of way.
He did.
He did.
Number 2, Hannah Montana. You get the best of both worlds. That show was funny.
No.
Well, Hannah Montana? Oh, yeah.
Hannah Montana was funny as hell.
Well, wasn't it the dude they got to play her brother was like 40 or something like that?
He was old. Like all Disney stars. They're like old. Like in their
yeah, but instead of being like, under 25, she was like 30, 40 years old.
Zac Efron was like 20-something when he played High School Musical.
Yeah.
These guys are grown-ass men. Talking about something, I'm about to win the high school championship. Like, nigga, go to college. Should have been a college musical.
Dude, you should be thinking about getting your diploma.
I like number 2. He was like, bet on it. Like, he was bad. He was really bad.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'll still sit there and belt that one out in the car.
Oh yeah, that song is lit. He was lashing out, Walter.
He was.
Bet on it.
Was that the one that he was singing on the golf course?
Yes, that is that song. That honestly, that soundtrack is
that song is equal to Michael Jackson's Bad. You do not believe that he is bad at all. Like, bet on it, I'm mad. I was like, shut up, Zach. Go get your girl, bro.
Hey, but
that one song though in the movie when she was like, I gotta go my own way. I felt that song. I was like, man, I gotta go my own way. And he comes out of blue. What about us?
So you sit there and go, can you not fuck with my heartstrings today?
Man, Disney, that movie, I like 2 better than 1.
Yeah, no, two was the better. Honestly, 2 was like the best one in that whole thing, in my opinion. But like I said, that entire most of that album still slaps.
Oh, both albums slap. 3, we can. Well, they got 2 songs, I guess. But I don't know. They should have did one for each year, like freshman year, sophomore year, junior year.
I mean, even for Disney, keeping it going like that it's
kind of hard.
That's hard for Disney,
unless you're Lightning McQueen, but it's okay. Number
Hey,
Which
Cars
were
3 was
those were
dark.
those were also trash movies. Number
Cars
one.
3 was kind of dark.
Number
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Speaking of dark, number one. That's So Raven.
Really? It's the future. Something I forgot about. Didn't her parents get divorced at the end of that?
I
No.
don't know. Because
Yeah,
in
they
Corey in the
did.
house, it was just him and his dad. Remember?
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
because he got and I think one of them pops up in Raven's home at some point in
Raven's home?
time. Yeah.
I don't think it was a divorce. I think it was just simply
The show ended. Like, this
he
was
wanted
just
to
that.
he wanted to go to DC to work for the president, and they're
I'm gonna
like,
follow my
"No,
dream. She was like, "Go ahead, nigga."
it's like we'll hold the fort down here."
I'll go back to Living Color. Like, that's the only two shows you know her from: Living Color and That's So Raven. The mom. That's it. That is it.
That's fair.
Man, now you got me looking it up. Did they?
Bears was
You're
trying to
welcome, Basil.
relive. Bears was trying to like, is my childhood real? Did they divorce?
What was it?
No, yeah, I was right. They never did get divorced. It was just simply
The show just
God,
ended. But Raven got divorced.
She did. So did Chelsea. Well, no, Chelsea didn't get. Was it Chelsea didn't get divorced? Her husband ended up in jail for tax evasion or something like that. They had some really
Something like
fucking.
that.
Yeah, Disney had to make it PG. Because she was pretty dumb, so she probably got raped or something, and then I don't know.
No. It was legit. Her husband was just straight up money laundering.
And she was like,
something
"Yeah,
like
we're rich."
Literally, that's what it was.
But you work at Foot Locker.
Oh my god!
I'm like, oh, that's money though. Like, I'm that person. Like, okay, I know how much money you make. I know you can't afford that. Where'd you get it from?
Where'd you get it from?
Who bought this for you? And where'd you steal it from? I'm not that naive. I'm not that stupid. But those April Fool's jokes, they get me. So I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that was my top 10 ABC Kids shows. We have Phil of the Future, Even Stevens, Fillmore, Proud Family, Lizzie McGuire, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Kim Possible, Recess, Hannah Montana, and That's So Raven. And if you want to fight with
That's a
me,
good list.
your mom sucks.
We know travel might look different these days, but we've got you covered at Away Luggage, even if you're not going that far. Away Luggage's thoughtfully designed suitcases, bags, and accessories offer something for every type of traveler and every type of trip. The perfect suitcases. Shop at Away for suitcases in 3 durable materials. Each one is designed to last for life. They have a limited lifetime warranty. If any part of your suitcase breaks, they will replace it for free. Premium features, including a 4 360 spinner wheels, interior compression system, and a combination lock. Free shipping and returns. They've got you covered for everything you need to get your luggage to you. Start exploring now at awaytravel.com. That is awaytravel.com. Let's travel together.
Our favorite segment of the show, What You Do in Detroit, where we talk about things around Metro Detroit. And Bezo is actually right with this one. Our favorite cesspool. Because Ann Arbor, people who live in Ann Arbor just shouldn't exist.
Hey,
and this is one of the reasons why. Because
I miss living in Ann Arbor.
An Ann Arbor teen was charged after biting an employee's testicles after he was denied entry into Necto Nightclub Lounge.
Wait. Time out.
Wait.
Hold up. Wait. Stop. Just start over.
We are.
Wait. From the beginning, please.
Okay. To make it plain for you, Walter, someone from Ann Arbor
I
bit someone's balls because he couldn't get in to Necto.
I got that. Just what the fuck?
Someone bit someone's balls.
Yeah, I got
he was mad that he couldn't get into Necto.
I got it the first time. I'm just baffled.
If you're still baffled, let me say it again. Someone bit someone's balls to
You
get
know,
because he was mad. He couldn't get in the nectar.
I don't understand how you don't get in the necto.
That's probably why he was mad. That's probably why he
like,
bit someone's balls.
Because I have never once seen somebody get turned away from necto, and I have walked in. I used to walk in the necto with people that were so trash that they would practically pass out walking up the stairs, and I'm just what. And also, why is your immediate response? Let me buy somebody's balls off.
Hey, he lives in Arbor.
Hey, they'll distract someone long enough for you to sneak in.
They just think different.
I mean, like I said, I miss living in Ann Arbor some days.
Walter was like, "What? I bite someone's balls?"
I'm not biting somebody's balls just because somebody didn't let me in the club. That's
like you're supposed to like fight with your hands and your feet. Maybe if you want to kick somebody, you don't just like duck and then bite at the balls.
Well, here's the question: like, is there a lower of low? Like, is there a because that's setting the bar pretty low, but like nut shots.
No pun
anyways,
intended. No pun intended.
No, but dude, nuts like a nut shot sets the bar low, right? That's what we all kind of universally agree not to do them. But
biting them though.
That's even lower, man. That's
we're all talking about this. And Basil's eating a whole Philly cheesesteak.
The whole time I'm thinking about it because ever since we've been talking about it for the last couple of days, I don't think there's anything in the unspoken rule book saying that you couldn't.
No, you're not supposed to at all. It's below the belt. That's not fair.
Yeah, the unspoken
Literally
rule is no below the belt.
He was like, I don't think there's anything in the rule book. Yes, it is, Basil. It is down there. It's unwritten, but it's down there. No pun intended. But yeah, people biting balls. There was a rat found. Actually, a few rats found in a Warren Olive Garden, and a man sued Olive Garden because he chewed on a rat's leg that was in his soup. I was like, man.
You know, I heard this story the other day, and the person that I was listening to it from, who's on a radio show, used to work at an Olive Garden way back in the day, and he was like, I don't think people understand that 99.9% of the stuff that we set out of our kitchen gets brought in bags, right? Like that's not from the Olive Garden. That's from whoever makes Olive Garden's food.
Also, it could be an actual like rat that was in the actual establishment because they didn't, pay an exterminator.
It's like when you're there,
rats like to eat other rats. You know that, right?
Yeah, because I mean, on one point, Walt is right. It could be whoever's making the food for Olive Garden. But on the other point, it is Warren, so it could have been a potential customer. The rat.
But no potential customer. All right, really.
wow.
He's not wrong. He is not wrong. He's not
that
wrong.
That was bad.
It wasn't bad. It was actually right because I will never eat in Warren, drive through Warren unless I had to. Shout out to 696.
I think I've actually stopped in Warren once or twice.
I stopped in Warren. I was like, I will never stop here ever again. Even if it is that Taco Bell over there. So I'll go to the Hazel Park Taco Bell before I go to the Warren one.
I was in Warren once, and it felt weird. Before I went to Warren, I was already over by, like, the Mac, Gratiot, Van Dyke area. And then somehow
Warren is like a utopia compared to that area.
Warren.
No, I don't know. It almost felt like I went from one bad to another. Like
Warren's pretty peaceful. It's just full of hood niggas. It's different.
No, I'm saying I went from one type of bad to a different type of bad.
I wouldn't say Warren's bad. I would just say that it's an inner ring suburb, so you're gonna get inner ring suburb shit. Not saying it's bad shit. It's just I just don't want to associate myself with it. But the rat's leg was doing the backstroke. If you like bad jokes, in the soup. What's
I
this
really
leg
don't
doing in my
have-
soup? I believe it's the backstroke, sir.
It's doing the can.
It's doing the stanky leg.
I can't with y'all sometimes. I swear.
Given that it's a rat, I'm gonna go
What
with
is
that.
this
Was
rat?
probably what it was.
Actually, it was a Warren, so he's probably doing the turbo shuffle. right, left. me. Turn, kick, right, left. It did roll though. That rat's leg.
Speaking of that, y'all see that Mr. C died like a month ago?
Who?
The old the cha-cha slide dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We've been.
Wait, what?
What's that? Yeah, I thought we mentioned that.
DJ Casper, he died like a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The Casper Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band. And this time, we're gonna get funky. That was a
Man.
Radio Disney staple.
That
was
see,
are you kidding me? That is a everything staple.
but only the
just
part
Radio
two.
Disney. Just Radio Disney.
But only part
And
two.
your local roller rink.
But only part two.
Part
Because
one was
part one
good.
is I mean it's all right.
Part one was good.
Look, the Platinum Band really helped him.
We never got part 3 though. I'm not.
We didn't
I'm
get
not happy
part
about that.
three.
You died before giving us part 3, and I'm not. I don't like that.
Maybe he was writing it.
For 45 years,
I
Yeah.
mean, I wouldn't
you
put
can
it-
only go
How old is
2
the Cha-Cha
directions,
Slide?
left and right.
How old is the Cha-Cha Slide?
2000.
Like 2000. It's like 25 years old.
Oh, okay. When you said 45, I'm like 80s.
I
What?
was exaggerating.
Oh, okay. Well, no, that's what I was so confused by. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, speaking of holy crap, a Romulus homeowner finds an alligator outside of her home. How?
Wait, this isn't Florida.
it?
Hold on.
Was it an alligator or was it a caiman?
It was an alligator.
Basil, the specific doesn't matter.
No, it does.
You found a reptile, not native to Michigan.
You're not gonna find like a river caiman up this far.
in
No.
Romulus.
In Romulus.
Of all places, Romulus.
You say that, Walter, but we had a couple caiman here in Bedford.
You live next to Lake Erie.
But what I'm
And
saying
all
is
those rivers.
they can be
different.
found though.
Okay,
Not
but this
as
is
far as Romulus, though.
not
No, but it's the
There's a
whole
huge-
size.
Basil,
thing.
Basil, you're not gonna
Romulus,
find a-
like 80% of Romulus is the Metro Airport, GTW. You're not going to find an alligator in Romulus.
That's probably where it came from, then, right? It probably fell off a plane.
That
or
is probably where it
something.
came from. It probably fell out the cargo area, like, hey, I'm in Florida. No, you're not.
What, like the Venture Brothers
Yeah.
pilot?
You're not in Florida, Christopher
Stowaway.
Columbus. You're in Romulus.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just like, because a caiman that only gets like 2 or 3 feet big tops.
That thing was
An alligator,
long.
though,
It was long.
yeah,
It was
alligators
huge.
are like, how?
It was a good 8 feet.
It was
how
probably
did-
an alligator.
She just woke up. She was like, "Oh, there's an
Yeah,
alligator in my
that
back
is
here."
an alligator. Holy crap!
Hey, it could be worse. It could have just shown up in your living room or your dining room because that's what
Could have been a
happens in Florida.
crocodile. Like crocodiles don't give a shit. They're like, "I'm gonna eat you. You're gonna be squirming for a minute, but you're gonna get in my belly somehow."
That's when you go, all right, it's time to get the gun.
Man, good. What?
I found out. Speaking of
It's
crocodiles,
time-
I found out that
it's time the Second
America
Amendment.
does have crocodiles.
Where?
Yeah.
Like, you know how anytime we think of crocodiles, we think of like Australia or Africa and stuff like that.
They're everywhere,
Think of
basically.
Florida.
They're like in
Really?
like around the equator.
I think of Florida.
Yeah,
usually.
but I didn't. I thought anytime, like, I thought the only thing we had here in the U.S. was the American alligator. We
No, we
also
got some
have an
crocs.
American.
No,
Yeah,
they're
I never knew
crocodiles. And Cayman.
Yeah, they're like in like the Panhandle, and down in the Everglades, and some of them down in like southern Texas. They can be found as far as there, or
But
as
see-
north as North Carolina too.
Yeah, and usually if you see caimans, you probably got jaguars nearby.
That's why I'm never moving. I'm staying here with the good old mosquito.
Well, I mean,
That's
all
what somebody-
caiman is just a midget alligator. But a
The good old-
crocodile is kind of a whole different thing.
The good old deadly mosquito.
The good old deadly mosquito.
They are deadly. They're transporting COVID everywhere.
Can you imagine? How'd you get COVID? Well, I stepped outside my house and got bit by a mosquito. First time I went out.
Man.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, man.
It was either that or West Nile or Zika or God knows what.
Malaria, listeria.
Yellow fever.
Man,
Yellow.
smallpox.
Hey, so the fact that we basically eradicated smallpox and then the
came
anti-vax
back.
parents were like, well, what if I don't? Or what if I give my child smallpox? And we're like, don't give your child smallpox. And they were like, I'm going to do it. And then they did it. And now it's a problem again.
Hey, man.
Wait, did smallpox really make a comeback?
Yes, it came
Yes.
back in 2020. They was like, yeah, smallpox is back. We're like, oh, shit.
No,
And polio came back too.
Yeah, because 2020 was
Polio, yeah.
2020 was the final season, and they just figured, all right. And then they somebody renewed our contract. So whoever
No,
did that, thank you.
2020
but
was
like-
episode. 2020 was Revenge of the Sith. They was killing everybody off. They said, you gotta die, and you gotta die.
No, they were like, all right, for this entire season, we need everything that we have done in the past to make a random comeback at some point.
They're like,
Okay, I had to
Spanish
look it up.
fever. Come
Thank
on
you.
back.
I'm so glad I did look it up.
No,
And I didn't
I
know,
remember
like-
like 2021 when everything was like calming down. They were like, yeah, the plague is coming back. Like what?
Yeah,
can't win.
Well, okay,
we can't win.
Kidding me.
So you know what I found out? It was actually the same time that we were finding out about COVID and the whole thing with the bats and the wet market and all that. Then they were talking about, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, do you know China still deals with the bubonic plague every year? I'm like,
Yeah,
they deal with a 14th century disease every
They don't have
year.
to.
It's like,
yeah, because like 60% of the country is still back in those times.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we deal with it too. We just call it the flu now.
Yeah, which still
well,
sucks.
except
I
for we don't
hate
get
having a flu.
ponies in that.
Well, no, but like the flu is just the plague.
Yeah, and it's basically our older deteriorating parts of the city, which is usually where a lot of black and brown people live. So, environmental racism, folks.
Woo!
Yeah. Speaking of our country getting worse and worse and worse, I'm not a fan of the Biden-Harris administration. I'm going to put it out there right now. And I'm also not a fan of Trump, so don't even think that. So I call out both sides. So the Trump, we'll get to Trump in a second. We're going to talk about Biden-Harris first. The Biden-Harris administration, great people, they shouldn't be president, is recommending the DEA to reclassify marijuana as a low-risk drug, moving it out of the same category as heroin, LSD, and ecstasy. Now, I shared this with you guys last night, off the record, that people were getting their stuff laced with something, making people fall out, walk in the middle of the street, get hit by cars, and all that stuff. And they smell like weed. I know what weed smells like. I also know what heroin, the residue of heroin smells like, and all the other stuff. So I know what people do. Should we declassify marijuana? Even though it is legal in some, I think it's like 37 states now.
Wait, is that legal or legal and decriminalized?
It's legal. I would say quote unquote legal. I want to say decriminalized because you have to be over 21. In some certain states. I know it's not legal in Texas and some other states, but should the DEA declassify it? Reclassify me.
I mean, I think so. Because the only reason why weed even got up there was back in the 30s where they couldn't figure out how to tax it. So like, all right, fine. We're just all of a sudden going to have Edgar Hoover, go after anyone that's got the wacky packy.
Yeah.
The wacky.
That was back. That was back when they weren't really like lacing it like they are now with like.
No, it was just having weed. Period was a whole bad thing. And you can, but here's the thing though, you could.
I understand that, but back in the day, they weren't trying to kill people with weed. Nowadays, people are really trying to kill people with weed. So should we declassify it from the likes of LSD, heroin, which are deadly in their pure form? But
But hold on, let me.
And marijuana in its pure form isn't really deadly, but people can make it deadly.
Yeah, but that's what I was getting ready to just about to say though, was you can have another legal drug though that has been kind of seen as not so much of a problem, like alcohol. You can have someone lacing that.
True, you could.
Heck, you could have someone lace tobacco cigarettes.
Which they are.
Yeah, let's not start doing that.
I mean, they are. They're just not. They just don't tell you. We've seen the truth commercials.
You get all deflated and all that.
You're eating lead. You're eating lead, bro.
Hey, as I told somebody one day, I always thought they were joking about like deflating into the couch, and then it happened to me one day.
Damn.
A while ago.
That's real.
I was like, oh shit. This is a problem.
I was like, wake the fuck up, Walter. We're gonna drink water. We're gonna go on walks, and we never did it, but it's okay. It's all right.
No, that's one of those moments where you go, I can't move for the next 3 hours. I might as well put something on and just ride it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Even when completely sober, if I'm already on a couch and you're trying to say let's drink water and go for a walk, I'm be like, yeah.
But I like that though. I enjoy going for walks, and I realize I'm a 7-year-old man on the inside sometimes, but like,
true.
Definitely don't walk ahead of hey.
True. I can see that. I can see that. I mean, in college you did wear those sweaters, so
I still do. I still do.
I was like, look at this guy coming in. Look at his sweaters.
It was comfortable.
It's July, nigga.
It was not July.
It wasn't July. It was August.
It was like November, man.
Speaking of November, election season is coming up, and someone tried to cheat the election. Oh boy, we're gonna talk about Mr. Donald J. Trump, my favorite president in the entire world. Okay, my friend Donald Trump. He had to surrender himself to the Fulton County Jail early this week because him and I think it was 19 other defendants were indicted on a RICO charge to throw the election in Georgia. He came in off the plane looking all sweet, you know what I'm saying? He posed for the camera. He took his mugshot. One of the best mugshots I've ever seen in my life, actually. The mugshot that will be worth $1 billion in 2024. And he was only in jail for like 21 minutes. He posted the $200,000 bond and got out, did a whole like speech at the end in front of the cameras. Like it's a hoax. This shouldn't have happened to me. Woe is me.
Hey, look,
like, you were caught, brother. You tried to throw the election.
I'm just looking at the RICO charge. Like, oh shit! Like, you do realize they invented a racketeer. They invented a RICO charge solely to catch like Al Capone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boo hoo! Let me play a small song on the world's tiniest violin.
It's a great.
They got Rudy Giuliani, y'all. They got Rudy Giuliani,
and he just lost his like one of his appeals too. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, ooh, all right.
Wait, is Rudy still in the Fulton County Jail?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Is he?
Last I heard.
Look,
actually, he might want to stay there because he might have ties to the mob, so he might want to stay in.
Look, like I said the other day, his name is Rudolph Giuliani. If he doesn't have ties to the mob, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, he has he's definitely part of the mob. But yeah, Trump went to jail, got out. His case, I think the trial's in March. I think they said so. Mark your calendars, folks. It's gonna be the biggest case since OJ. Biggest case since.
Honestly,
OJ.
it might be. It actually.
I
might
will.
be.
Okay,
I
hold
will
on.
watch the entire. Don't say hold on. This is gonna be the biggest. If he gets off on this, he's gonna run for president and win.
No, if he gets off on this, I'm pretty sure America's gonna riot.
Oh no, America's gonna be rejoicing. At least half the country will be.
But if he gets off, it's gonna be a riot. It's gonna be a riot either way.
Half the country's gonna be like happy, but the other half's gonna be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have got off." I was like, "Hey, if he got off, he got a good lawyer." I'm just saying, just like OJ, he had a good lawyer. He did it, but he had a good lawyer.
That's how he got in this mess, is because of his pick of lawyers. So what are you talking about?
Actually, all of his lawyers got indicted.
All of his lawyers got No, Chris. Somebody asked me one day. It's like, what is a black secret that you can tell? And I was like, oh, OJ did it.
Yeah, OJ definitely did it. He definitely did it. He
No,
even made a book.
Yeah, I was like, he made the book was If I Would Have Done It or something like that. I was like, bro, you got to be kidding me. And then you remember when he joined Twitter? It was like, yeah, it's really nice to be here. I got some getting even to do, and I was like, he's about to start murdering again.
He did. I said, whoa, you need to chill, bro.
And the way he said it, he was like, yeah,
got on Twitter.
He was like, I got some. I was like, Orenthal, stop. Jesus Christ. Stop.
You had 9 months. You came up with Orenthal. God damn. Well, speaking of goddamn, another hate crime has been committed in Florida. No surprise, but
this was bad.
3 black lives have been taken at a Dollar General in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to give him any credit or any fame, but 3 lives have been taken away in a hate crime, and it just has to stop.
It does, and that's the thing that's what was very interesting about that press conference. Was just because they straight up, like the police chief straight up said this was a hate crime, which is not.
No. The police chief said it was a hate crime, but then DeSantis came up to the podium and got booed out the building.
All right.
I was like, yeah, what happened to that? You can carry guns everywhere law, huh? Mm-hmm.
But it is something to be mindful of, that this is something that we still face, right? We still face massive amounts of racism and prejudice, and those of us in our community and those of us in their community have been trying to bridge those gaps, find it increasingly harder to do when situations like this happen. And it is a shame. There's no reason for any loss of life, especially not in this circumstance.
Just because you don't.
He never really addressed the whole hate crime issue there either.
What?
He just made it sound like it was just another mass shooting. It's like, why do you think it happened there, though?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Black people down in general. Shit.
It's
man.
I almost feel like one of us should like pull a Kanye and just be like,
DeSantis doesn't care about black people.
Yeah.
DeSantis doesn't care about people in general. He doesn't care about his own people being educated the right way. So I don't know.
No, he's right. He's right. But no, if that needs to be the case, I'll be the person to say Ron DeSantis doesn't give a flying fuck about black people.
He doesn't.
It's time we do something about that.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about.
We got to move to Florida and vote.
No, that's the answer. I'm not saying we be violent. Please don't be violent. I'm a non-violent person. But the truth of the matter is, it's time to get out there and make that change that we need to do. We've proven in the last 3 elections, hell, black women decided the last election. Let's be honest here.
They did.
They did, and they had a large influence. And they're like, we are voting more now than ever, and we need to keep that up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm kind of at the point now where, especially right now with the whole hurricanes, I'm just gonna let Mother Nature just clear them all out of Florida, and then when they're all gone, we'll move in.
They don't leave.
They don't leave though. It's Florida. They want to stay.
It's Florida.
No. Stay. I'm not talking about leaving. I'm talking about where.
No, I know what you mean, but it's not going to happen. So don't get your hopes up. But like what Walter was saying is that we need to actually exercise our right to vote and actually vote when it matters. So when stuff like this happens, you won't be so surprised. Because y'all let this man become governor because y'all didn't want to vote. And look what we have now.
No, because they were too busy.
I want to say the
drinking
mass
Kool-Aid.
shooting was because of Ron DeSantis, but you let him become governor. That's apart from the actual, hate crime. Hate crime happened because people are just ignorant and violent towards people of another race. And that's just psychological, and we need to fix that. But other than that, we're gonna move on to another stupid thing that happened. A Nebraska football player threw his career away because he wanted to get a vape from a liquor and vape store. He broke into the store and got the vape. Like, bro, there's gas stations open.
Wait.
Get a vape.
And you're old enough to buy the vape anyway.
He can't have it because he's gonna get drug tested. He can't have it regardless. So you broke in. You robbed.
Was it just a regular kind of vape though?
It doesn't matter. He's still vaping. He has the illegal stuff, quote unquote, from the NCAA in his system.
No, because you can have nicotine in your system. You just can't have drugs in your system.
Oh, you're not supposed to have it.
Well,
trust me, I know. I have the contracts with NCAA. You're not supposed to have anything in your system.
Well, tell that to. All right.
This is Nebraska we're talking about, not Michigan, not New York. This is Nebraska.
So you can't even smoke a cigarette then.
Where the sight of an ankle will be pornography. This is Nebraska.
They're not that backwater. Jesus, man. They got his corn, but like.
But you guys are thinking about you guys are thinking of the wrong thing. He broke into a store. He robbed a store.
No, that is the problem.
He broke into the store.
You made it seem like that was the problem. No, you're right. The problem is he broke into no, you're right.
You're like everyone's like, he broke into the store, but it's legal to have the vape pen. Like, no, he broke into the store, y'all. He robbed a store.
You gotta play the other side sometimes.
Oh no. I'm saying he was stupid because he's old enough to buy it. Like
you guys are being Fox News right now.
Somebody's got to be on.
No, I was going along with you. How you're saying there's other places that are open. You're old.
I know. Yeah, there's other places that you can get a vape.
You have to break into one.
I'm not saying that vaping,
right.
Vaping.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying you shouldn't break into a store. If your craving is that bad, get help.
Get help.
Get a lot of help because you're going to throw away your entire college, possibly your whole professional career away over a craving for nicotine and other harsh chemicals inside of a vape pen.
That's when you go, that's actually impressive. The sheer amount of stupidity is impressive.
I've seen people do some stupid things for things they want. Like crack addicts do stupid things, sex addicts do stupid things. Vaping is a new level. It's crazy. Another thing that's crazy in college. Another thing in college, man. Angel Reese from LSU has to take classes online because her level of fame has skyrocketed. This was mind-boggling. Like,
is that Angel Reese? Is that the gymnast?
No, the basketball player.
Oh, her.
You're thinking of Olivia Dunn.
Yeah, that's still ridiculous, though, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just go to class. Like, oh yeah, that's Angel Reese. Yeah, she's in my economics class.
Yeah, but people like that smart. They're not that akin to non-stupidity there. Because people are stupid and they suck.
They do.
Man, I blame social media.
No, I blame people.
Well, social media blames you.
Thank you. That's a good segue for social media. So a viral pic went out showing 5 women sleeping at the Renaissance Tour for Beyonce. So you're paying $200+ to go to a concert and go to sleep. That's crazy. I'd be awake the entire concert. I'd be awake to see them all tear down the stage too if I paid that much money.
I mean, I'd be good for like the first half.
What
Like,
you talking? They got it live on. They got the someone bootlegged the concert on YouTube. I watched the entire thing. That concert is lit.
Look, all I'm gonna say to that one is just
Don't fall asleep during your that's Beyonce. You don't fall asleep during a Beyonce concert.
no, you're right there, but it's also impressive to fall asleep around that much noise.
It is.
I'm not upset. I'm more impressed at the fact they were at a live concert, a live Beyonce concert, and fell asleep.
They was out too. They were all leaning on each other like. I said, "Damn."
I bet I could do it.
Oh, it would be.
Oh, Marcel's gone again.
It would be you, Basil.
Hey, I only like the first like 10 or 12 years of her stuff, and then after that, it's just like, eh.
It would be Basil.
You know, upset.
I don't think Basil knows enough Beyonce songs to be alive in the concert.
Hey, Basil, who runs the world?
Girls.
All right, he knows.
That. He got that.
That was a pop Beyonce song. He needs to know like the B tracks, the B side.
No, that's what I'm saying is from like basically the 2000s. Okay, good.
The
Up until
2010s were her best work. What do you mean?
So, Basil, here's a question: if Beyonce
You
were
got
a
the
boy,
4
what would
album.
she
You got the
understand?
Lemonade.
The
Are you
Lemonade.
kidding me? That's her best work.
But again, I asked Basil, if Beyonce were a boy, what would she understand?
I was about to do that one too. I was like, "What do you know this answer? What do you know this answer?"
But here's one. This one's an old one. Can you pay her bills?
Oh my gosh, that's a pop song too. Everyone knows
I'm
that
trying
one.
to think of what song that is.
Goodness gracious! I mean, Basil
Hold on.
didn't know. He turned off 98.7 amp radio. He was like, "Beyonce again, country station."
Actually, wait, when did it turn country?
No, it's now like I don't know, like a mix, like a eclectic station now. I don't know what it is now.
Wait, which channel or what station?
98.7. It used to be V98.7 Smooth Jazz. Then it was Amp Radio, and now it's something else like Breathe or something. Like Breathe and listen to calming music. Like no one wants to listen to this.
You mean you don't want to listen to like light yacht rock?
No.
Well, you know, Daryl Hall and John Oates would have something to say about that one.
If Daryl Hall and John Oates want to talk to me, I will talk to them on the Turn It Up podcast, which is coming up this fall. Crisscross Studios this fall.
Yeah, Chris.
I will be happy to talk to them about my top 5 songs from them. Now that's a whole nother episode. We could do another day.
That's the Baiters episode. I feel like
that's a whole show right there.
Damn it! Well, now you got me wondering because I know this. I know it's from Bills, but I'm trying to remember the next line of what you just said.
Goodness gracious! All right, we're gonna move on to another viral video of a woman crying over the fact that she was 30 years old and not married.
Wait, no, what? No,
was this in Japan or something?
No, she was black. She was crying because she's 30 and not married.
Are we talking like some tears? Or are we talking like full boo-hooing?
Full
like
boo-hooing, full sob, full boo-hoo,
like full on
wailing, can't makeup coming off and everything.
Oh no,
she's crying because she's turned into a Christmas cake, huh?
No, okay, all right, okay.
What?
Christmas cake. What does that even mean?
What does that mean?
That's the whole thing. It's like so in Japan when a single woman turns 30. No. That's what throws me off is like, who, with it being America, all I could think of was like, who gives a shit if you're 30
This is
single?
a Detroit-based podcast, which means we are known to know stuff about American culture.
No, that's what I'm so lost about. This is so un-American.
I have knowledge of other cultures. I think we all do. All of us took at least a few geography courses. Chris, isn't your degree in geography?
It is, but I didn't get the Christmas cake reference. until he explained it. I was like,
I didn't either,
okay.
but like,
Why are you crying
mean,
because you ain't married at 30?
that is a question.
You should be
that is
happy
a
that you're
question
not
I need
married
to
at 30.
answer.
You should be happy that you're not married at 30. Especially with these niggas out here.
That's true.
I'm not talking about us, you know. I'm not talking about us.
Don't even get us started on kids. Have you seen what childcare costs nowadays?
Yeah,
Oh.
and Biden and Harris are trying to get weed declassified. I'm playing. Go ahead.
Shoot, have you seen what it costs? You know, just to even be a fur parent now.
Why would you want to be a fur parent? That's just
I
ridiculous.
I have a dog and a cat. I know how much it costs.
Exactly. Why would you want to have kids? And that you gotta have one or the other. One or the other in my case. Just keep the dogs and be lonely, or have kids and have a fruitful life. You gotta get rid of them.
I don't know about fruitful.
Yeah, it depends on what you want in your life. Do you want kids now? Because I know some of y'all wouldn't want kids now, or later when you're more, you know. People change. You might not want kids later or now.
Seeing as what I have to deal with half a week,
it doesn't have to be that though. Your kid could be really well mannered and calm. You never know.
No, unfortunately, chances are
there's no chances. No chances.
I'm just going off of I'm going off of probability.
No. You have a whiteboard behind you. Just pull up the Punnett square.
That's what I'm saying.
Pull up the Punnett square.
If I start drawing it out, it's
odds.
like I am 80% fucked if it's a boy. I'm 30% fucked if it's a girl.
Imagine a girl version of Basil. Shit.
Oh shit.
That would be. I don't know.
I forgot what were the names I was gonna pick if I ever had a daughter.
Oregano.
Be too spicy for him.
Oregano, basil, and oregano. Rosemary.
Thyme.
Wait. Pepper.
Sage.
Yeah, sage is a good one. I like sage.
I was about to say. I
know somebody who named their kid Sage. I like the name, but
yeah. Walter would be the person to name his kid Sage, you know.
No, Walter is not going to be the person to name his kid Sage.
Yeah, Walter and Sage. Walter's, yeah.
No, not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of them was Catherine. I always like the name Catherine.
Catherine. Yeah, that's yeah. Bring back the 70s. I understand.
Because I always just like Cat for short.
How about Mary Tyler Moore?
We're gonna make it after all.
Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah.
We're gonna make it after all.
I thought I had up in the air. Speaking of making it, Bob Barker didn't make it to 100. He died at 99.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bird.
I don't think that was a Bird thing.
It was him. He said he's not gonna make it to 100. We was like, don't say that. He died on Friday. Like shit, or Saturday morning, whatever.
And he did it to Betty White too.
No. That was that one rapper who said that she was gonna die.
Yeah,
and he was like, rest in peace to Betty White. She ain't dead yet, but it's coming. I was like, God damn, you're not supposed to say that on a rap video. Ooh. That's messed up.
Because we were talking about it on a I don't know if we fully recorded or like released it, but we did talk about it on Zoom where Bird is like, he ain't wrong.
He's not wrong. She was 99. She was about to die. You know, no one lives past 120 nowadays, let alone 99. They made it to 99, so
that is impressive. But geez, yeah.
Like we haven't.
I hope I make it to 99. You know what I'm saying? If I make it to 99, everybody's coming to my birthday party.
Yeah.
We haven't had a celebrity make it to 100 since Bob Hope.
Damn.
No, I'm pretty sure we have.
Yeah, we probably have.
Celebrities?
Yeah, celebrities. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cicely. Wait, did Cicely Tyson make it to 100? I don't think she did.
No.
Interesting.
She was like late 80s, early 90s.
No, she was definitely in her 90s. Did Sidney Poitier make it to 100?
No, I don't think so.
No. I think he made it to 89. Let me double check. I want to say he was 89.
No, he was like 90 something. Paley didn't make it to 100. Man, could have made it. WWE superstar Bray Wyatt and WWE superstar Terry Funk passed away over this last week. So rest in peace to Wyndham Rotunda and Terry Funk.
95.
Man. Well, now we're going to get back into some crazy stuff. 16-year-old Maryland teen is stabbed to death following a dispute over sweet and sour sauce.
All right, this has also got to stop. What the fuck?
What?
I'm telling y'all, people's mental health is crazy. You gonna stab someone over sweet and sour sauce?
Was it like fast food sweet and sour, or was it like
McDonald's? McDonald's sweet and sour.
No.
That's not even a good sweet and sour.
Hey man, sweet and sour sauce with your nuggets, man. That's a whole thing.
No, the best one, and McDonald's. I swear, if you do hear this,
the Szechuan sauce.
Bring back the motherfucking Szechuan.
They have it actually. If you go, I think it's like New York or DC, they have it, or San Francisco.
Oh sure, well there's select ones where it's like the same place where you can get like McDonald's spaghetti or something like that.
I'm gonna get some McDonald's spaghetti. I heard it was actually pretty good.
Make spaghetti.
And while we're on this subject, did y'all see the buttered corn from McDonald's?
What?
They have buttered corn now.
So hold on.
They're trying to be Popeyes now. Okay.
So now we're having corn oil for doing the fries. We have the corn-fed cows for the burgers. We have the corn wheat for the buns. We have the corn syrup for the pop. And now everything
that's left over is being sold in a cup and put have butter on it.
Yeah, and now they're like, we couldn't be any more obvious that we love selling corn than just to give you buttered corn.
Yeah. I don't know what it goes with, though. But I don't know what it goes with. What would it go with, though? There's nothing on the menu that the corn goes with.
Probably a corn muffin.
No, you don't eat corn with Basil. Stop being white.
No, I'm just saying McDonald's has a fetish for corn.
They have to. That's what their whole business is. That's their whole flow. Everything.
That's the
Speaking of their whole flow, Dave's Hot Chicken is coming to Southfield. I don't know why people like Dave's Hot Chicken. It's not that good.
Hey, I got a buddy that like does all of their higher up stuff for them for all of the places around here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of lucrative. You can get into it, but like
it is.
I don't know if I can do that.
It's not the best chicken. The one in Dearborn lost a lot of foot traffic, but I don't know. It's not the best chicken. Speaking of good meats, the parent company of Arby's has bought Subway and Dunkin'.
Wait, who owns Arby's?
I don't know who owns Arby's.
I thought Arby's owned Arby's.
No, there's a parent company because Arby's would be out of business if it was just Arby's because no one goes to Arby's.
Okay, that's cap.
Okay, I will equivalent the drive-through at Arby's. If you put McDonald's and Arby's side to side, McDonald's would kill Arby's. That's what I mean by new one.
That's the name.
Yep.
Oh, they're also in charge of Mr. Donut.
Yep.
Oh,
did they buy Sonic too?
Yeah, and Jimmy John's Baskin.
They got everything now.
Basil's like, I approve this merger.
Yeah, they have Dunkin', Arby's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sonic, Jimmy John's, Baskin Robbins, Mr. Donut. This is
I've
a
never heard of
monopoly,
Mr.
I
Donut
think.
before.
They need a pizza joint. They got a pizza joint. They gotta buy like, I don't know, like Marco's Pizza or something.
Man, Mr. Donut.
Some obscure pizza place like Happy's or something.
Happy's Pizza, written chicken, jumbo shrimp tastes great.
Happy's Pizza. Eat
Eat
happy.
happy.
Ooh, it's
all
good.
good.
Well, speaking about it's all good.
Man, that just took me back.
And we will get taken back in a second. In the second half of our show, we're gonna be talking about ABC Kids shows in a second. But Elon Musk said that he will make an app that allows you to access Twitter from your CarPlay. How stupid you know what? How stupid do they think we are? We already can't touch the phone when we drive. Now we want to look at a CarPlay and not look at the road. Like, what's going on, Elon? You want to kill us? Or is this for like the Tesla?
Elon hasn't been a part of the normal society in so long. He literally doesn't know how it functions.
No, he does know how it functions. He's actually a very, very smart person, like
He
intellectually
is,
and socially, which is very scary.
I'm saying that's what scares me the most.
Like he might be Lucifer. He might be the devil. You heard it first here on the podcast.
Oh boy.
You heard it here first.
The views of the great debate.
Speaking of the devil, a stepmom is sentenced for forcing her stepson to live outside in a dog cage in freezing weather.
Oh no! Send her straight to hell, to the ninth circle.
Straight to hell.
Let's go. Straight to the bottom.
Lucifer. She should be placed in a place below hell. The devil's like, damn, how'd you get down there?
Those are the kind of people that Lucifer sits there and goes, okay, can you tell me how you did that?
The devil's like, I thought I was bad.
Right.
No. You burning.
I was like, that's a situation when someone says calm down, Saint. He'd be like, even I wouldn't do that.
Man.
Right. Dude, devil's like, look, I got limits.
And speaking of limits, our sponsor today is the Pleasure Pillow. Ditch that ordinary pillow and upgrade to spice things up, all the way up. The Pleasure Pillow is a game-changing pillow that gives you a nice raise for a more comfortable sexual experience. It makes the fun more better, especially for the woman and for the guy, if you know what I mean. 10 times better, they say. It'll help you hit all the right spots, depending on your stroke. But if you call today using our code KC, you might last a little bit longer with the Pleasure Pillow. So go to pleasurepillow.com/KC. Keep on stroking.
That was a very interesting read you did there.
Hey man, I was like, I might get this, but I was like, wait a minute, I could just use a pillow.
I don't think you're allowed to not back the sponsor there. No, you have to buy the pillow.
First of all, it was a test. It's not a real sponsor. I just want to see y'all expressions when I read it. But
the whole time I could be thinking was, when you mentioned strokes, I was like, I'm usually a 2 over par.
First of all, how are you gonna do a golf reference?
No. We don't have the time for this.
In a sex toy.
We don't have the time for
Oh, we got time. This is a mega episode. We're doing a good strong 2 hours on this episode today. This is wow.
Yeah, no, Basil, that was God damn, that was bad.
I thought I was gonna say something else. I was like, Basil, don't show your whiteness now. Don't come on.
What, you're saying golf's not white?
No, I said don't show your white. Now, anyway. Anyway, speaking of sexual things that shouldn't be talked about.
Oh no.
Around the globe, Brazil's Supreme Court just voted 9-1 that homophobic hate speech is punishable by prison.
Wait.
I thought you were about to say by death. I'm like, geez.
Wait, they ruled in favor of the gays?
No, they ruled in favor of hate speech, just hate speech, not like doing harm to them.
Damn.
Homophobic like talk. It is punishable by prison. That's crazy. America, take notes.
No, that's when you go. This is what happens when you don't have the First Amendment. But also, like,
True.
good job on them.
But good job on Brazil
for cracking down. Brazil is one of the last places I figured they'd be like, all right, yeah, this is cool. But also,
it's also very like contradictory because they are backed by Russia and China, but it's okay.
Well, not so much anymore now that Bolsonaro's out of there.
Yeah. Oh no, they're still backed money wise.
Well, I guess
They're still backed.
Be.
They're still backed, which is very scary for America right now. But we're gonna get to that on another episode. But right now, we're gonna move to Nostalgia Month. This is our last week of Nostalgia Month, and I'm so sad that we have to go into September, into the fall with new stuff, new material. But ABC Kids was a staple of my Saturday mornings from 2002 to about 2007, 2008, when I became like 12, 13 years old. So I'm just mad that ABC Kids didn't do like the new Disney Channel stuff. They just stuck with the same programming, the same reruns. That's probably why I stopped watching.
But they were good reruns, though.
They were good reruns, but I don't want to watch the good reruns every time. I want new shows. Like if they would put like Life with Derek on there, maybe Wishes of Waverly Place on there, maybe I don't know, some new stuff. It'll still be around today if they did that, in my opinion.
I don't know. I could, no matter how many times I would see the entire series, I could keep watching Recess or Fillmore.
But Fillmore was only for like 2 years.
All right, but Fillmore was one of the
3
best
years.
shows. You can't say it was.
Okay, 3 years. I was on it for 3 years. Okay. You know what I meant. I had to get rid of it because nobody was watching it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was on the hour where it was on the hour competing with Pokemon. No one was gonna watch that shit.
okay.
Are you gonna watch Fillmore or JoJo Journeys? Come on now. Come on.
Wait, watching what?
Are you gonna watch Fillmore or JoJo Journeys? Come on now. I'm watching.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna watch. Okay, that's unfair though. That's my favorite of the Pokemon though.
That's what I'm saying. Like they had Fillmore on the same slot, the same time slot. So you're gonna flip channels and watch both, or you're gonna watch Pokemon all the way through?
Well, I mean, I do have to catch them all, so.
You know what, Basil?
I didn't even say that.
Walter. I'm tired of Fillmore. It was an okay show for me. I wasn't a huge Fillmore fan. It wasn't. I mean, they were talking about middle school. I was in elementary school when it came out, so I was like, oh, okay. Pokemon.
Okay, I was in elementary school when that came out too.
Yu-Gi-Oh. I wasn't allowed to watch Yu-Gi-Oh though, so I used to sneak and watch it.
Looking back, I think I enjoyed Digimon that I enjoyed more than Yu-Gi-Oh. Also, how dare you say that chicken was dry?
First of all, her chicken was dry. I could tell by her skin tone that chicken was dry.
Wait, what?
The episode when she sabotaged Fillmore's plan, but she was like, she's trying to love him. And then she was like, I love you, Fillmore. He was like, nah, Nick, nah, bitch. You're not gonna play me like that. If he could have said the word bitch, he would have said it.
She was behind the whole fake baseball card ring.
He was like, you played me like a fool, girl. No one never does that to me.
Hey,
not this time. Not anymore. And he walked away. He said, you know what? Your chicken was dry. Real dry.
They said, by the way.
He was like, by the way, that chicken was dry.
Dry.
Real dry. And he walked away and the garage door went down. I was like, smooth, Fillmore. He was smooth with that one.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
Can we just stop for a second and talk about the fact that Fillmore was sitting here solving CSI level crimes while being a safety?
In middle school.
Disney
was off the roll. He was off the rocker. It was like, yeah. He could possibly kill someone. Man. When I look back at Disney was wild.
Oh, yeah, 90s Disney. It was what is it? 40s Disney, 60s Disney, and 90s Disney had no business.
Well, so how long was recess in elementary school for y'all? Because recess on Disney looked like it was a long time.
Recess lasted. Must say what? Recess lasted at least
like 45 minutes.
Right. Like no, that fucking in that show because they almost never went to class, right? That was
they were in class like for like the first minute of the show. The rest of the time they were outside.
They had some moments where they'll be in class, and if it was a class, most like the number one class that they would ever show outside of recess was gym class.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
That's true. Yeah, it was it was the best class of every kid's dream. Gym class. You would hope.
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed computer class.
Computer class.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were the age when here's a computer, here's a mouse, here's a keyboard.
Yeah, the internet was so young and all that, where it's like, well,
no, for you, the internet was young. For us, the internet was already there. We were just like, oh, I already know how to work this shit.
Yeah,
I say Basil was there for what?
Basil was doing the mouse like this. He was trying to point it at the computer screen. Like, how do I work this?
First off,
how do I work this?
The computer was really not new to me.
It's not working. Is it a touchscreen? Can I double tap? Can I like it?
Can I double tap?
Man, I was already doing like DOS.
You're not helping your case here, Basil.
No, what I'm saying is
Basil was halfway through his picture in paint. They were like, "Oh, next class." I'm like, shit.
That's basically how it would be. I'd get all my stupid like computer assignment done. Everyone's still like only a third of the way done. It's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go on the internet and play Flash games.
Flash games,
not Flash games. It sucked if you did have the what's it called, the connector to get the Flash games.
I remember when
you were stuck there with a blank screen.
Didn't they just basically take Flash offline like 2 years ago or something?
They showed it.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to have to update my Adobe Flash player anymore.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
That was the worst. You wake up one day, you turn on YouTube, it was like, I was like, damn, I got to get another Flash.
Well, it's time to update it again.
Time to update. Man. Oh, the plugin. Remember the plugin on YouTube? You need this plugin to watch this video. Oh, you want to watch Vivo? You need to get 4K. I was like, Nick, why?
Vivo.
Man, I remember when Vivo took over. They were like, yeah, Vivo's going to be the next thing. I was like, yeah, but we want YouTube, though. It was two separate entities.
Yeah.
At the time. But we want YouTube, though. We don't want a new thing.
They were like, we understand that. And while we work to get you that, how about Vivo? I'm like, no, I don't want Vivo.
But no.
It's like, can I find PewDiePie and Numa guy?
No.
Numa guy.
Numa.
Or the Chocolate Rain dude. Yeah, them days.
Yeah, those days, man.
Or the what?
What? Stopping on grapes lady. She was so funny. Yeah, let's stop on these grapes. And she fell out and just in the news, people were like, oh, that looks serious.
Oh. And you can't
I die every time. I watch that shit.
That's almost as bad as this was past decade or so, but y'all see that episode because it ended up on YouTube. It was the woman who got slingshotted in the face with the watermelon.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
It was like an episode of The Amazing Race or something, and I was just like, oh. And they asked her, well, because I remember, because they, like, the medical team asked her, like, how are you feeling? And she goes, I can't feel my face. And my immediate response was, I wonder why.
I can't feel my face. Yeah, you just got hit, my nigga. Sit on down.
God, that just.
She was sitting on down. That was the problem.
She did. She wasn't she? I forgot about that whole thing.
Yeah, she was already, because she was stretching all out and then, like, sat on the ground and let go, and that's when it flung. It stayed in the cradle and then flung right back in her face.
Yeah,
I think Oh, Marcel's gonna get.
Oh.
I think what you do is you try
Actually-
your best to just dip.
Yeah. Actually, breaking news. Shout out to Nebraska volleyball for having an actual volleyball match in a 95,000 seat stadium. This
What?
is crazy. They're having an actual college volleyball match inside of a 95,000 seat stadium, outdoor stadium.
It's one hell of a volleyball match.
I know. I want to go. Y'all should have told me this. Like, man.
I didn't know they could get 950 people to go to a.
Hey, volleyball is huge, man. I go to a volleyball game. I like volleyball.
I mean, I like volleyball too, but I think we all know the real reason why we would go to a college volleyball game.
To watch a really good volleyball game.
Yeah, why else?
Why else? I mean, you're just a perv, Basil. I go for the actual volleyball because sometimes the volleyball game be so good, it'd be like 1-2. We were trying to get to 25.
It
Those are
could be.
still going.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, you know the real reason we're going. No, nigga. I know the real reason I'm going to watch a good volleyball game. And it better be good because there's 90,000 people in there. 90,000 for a blowout would be like a waste of time.
Arik scores
Who are they
21-0. Time to go home.
I don't know. Let me see. Nebraska versus, I don't know. Must
trying
be a
to
Big
think,
Ten
what
thing.
What would bring essentially enough people to give Nebraska another-
Nebraska versus if it's a division rival, it's probably Wisconsin or Minnesota or Iowa.
Could be Iowa.
Shout out
But
to
yeah,
Big
that's been today's episode. Like I said, we're gonna take 2 weeks off and then come back with a new episode 200 from the studio. We're gonna be in a live studio. The only way you're gonna get the video is if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and type in Crisscross Corner and click subscribe. Click the notification bell so you can get notified of our new videos, either Great Debaters, Crisscross Corner, Chris and Chris, or the other shows that are coming up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to taking this little 2-week break. So
It's gonna be real nice.
it's gonna be
That's
really.
all
I
they
mean,
say
it's gonna be a break from this show. I still got to record the other shows, but
Right.
it's gonna be a break. So, all right, thank you, Walter.
Always.
Quick thins. Basil Low. I will be bringing the wheat thins box just to let you know. Marcel Smith was on the show. He had to leave because he just had his wisdom teeth taken out and he's on opioids. So pray for him.
Poor guy.
He was saying all his jokes on the chat. I didn't want to say them all because some of them were kind of out there. So, but thank you, Great Debaters, for being on the show. I'm your host, Chris Canty. See y'all next time on the Crisscross Corner podcast. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast episode are those of the host and guests and not their sponsoring institutions.